There was once an old man running a coffee house. His business was running good, and the interesting thing was that he was deaf and he can't hear what others were talking about in his cafe. One day, one of his regular customers showed him a newspaper indicating that from the last few weeks the economy of this country was running bad. The old man was in shock because he thought that the economy was good all this while. It's because his business was running pretty good. The old man then cut his budget for advertising and he tried to lower down business expenses everywhere. Guess what had happened next? Because he cut the advertising budget, fewer people started to visit his cafe. And because he lowered down his business expenses, so to save cost, he started to use less quality food and drinks. The old man then felt the lower income rate and truly believed that the economy is slow. What can you learn from this story? Our thinking shapes our actions and hence our life. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you cannot, you are right." You are no different from successful people who accomplished outstanding results out there. The only difference is that they think differently and hence they act differently. Therefore, if we think about great things and accept good results, we will align our actions with our thoughts. However, if we are always thinking about bad things and negative stuff, our action will reflect that. So you must change your thinking first if you want to have a better life. If you are living a mediocre life and you want to change, start by changing your thinking. If you are poor, it is not because you have a poor money management skill, but instead, chances are you have a poverty mindset. If you are always feeling emotional, it is not that you have an emotional problem, but rather you have a thinking problem. You have to change your thinking in order to improve any area of your life. So here are 5 extraordinary thinking that most successful people adopt. If you want to be successful, start to program these thoughts into your subconscious mind. Smart idea number 1. Dare to dream and to be different. When Arnold Schwarzenegger joined the first bodybuilding competition many years ago, he was in the army. He ran away from the army camp, ignoring the punishments he might face because of his action. Took the train for hours and arrived at the competition without a proper dress to participate in the competition. He borrowed the dress from his competitors so that he can take part and join the competition. Finally, he won the bodybuilding competition and got back to his army camp. Of course, he got punished from his army officers for running away, but he fulfilled his dreams and the rest was history. Do you dare to dream and do crazy things like Arnold Schwarzenegger did? Too often, we tend to think small and don't dare to be unique. We have been conditioned by people around us to think normal and act normal. No wonder why most people are not successful. So dare to dream big and dare to be different. Smart idea number 2. Change but never quit. Thomas Edison failed more than 10,000 attempts before he finally invented the light bulb. Do you know that Walt Disney was fired by a newspaper editor because he lacks imagination and no good ideas? Do you know that Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company that he started? But he never gives up pursuing his passion and eventually got back to Apple and created revolutionary products like the iPhone and iPad. Successful people continuously change themselves, but they never quit. Smart idea number 3. Take calculated risk. If you are someone who doesn't dare to take the risk, most likely you will never amount to something extraordinary in life. When you read the biographies of successful people like Steve Jobs, Jack Ma, Walt Disney, you will notice that they are all risk takers. While I am not saying that you should simply take risk, all I am suggesting is that you take calculated risk. Just like if you want to invest in a stock, you need to do your research and study the company and the business before you make your move. And even if you have done all your research and study, there will still be some form of risk involved, but those are minimal. And this is exactly what successful people do. They think, study, do their research, and then they jump in and take calculated risk. Arnold Schwarzenegger ran off from the army camp because he knew that when he got back, he can take on the punishments. You must find out what works for you. If you can take the risk, do it. Smart idea number 4. Sacrifice for your dreams. When reporters asked Michael Phelps, the Olympic winner who won a total of 28 medals, what contributed his spectacular wins, Michael replied that he sleep, eat and swim. Michael Phelps dedicated most of his time in the pool, learning to swim faster and better. He tries to perfect his skills and keep on improving his swimming techniques. What about you? How much time do you spend on improving your skills and knowledge? Are you willing to wake up early, work harder and stay later? Are you willing to sacrifice your leisure time and use the time to work on your dreams instead? Success is definitely not easy, but the rewards will be well worth it. Recently, Jackie Chan, the world's famous Chinese actor, won an Oscar award. Jackie said that after 40 years of hard work with many broken bones, he finally got the award. So if you also want to be successful, be willing to sacrifice and spend less time on unnecessary activities. Let go some of your activities that do not contribute to the success that you want. Smart idea number 5. Network with other successful people. If you are a professional tennis player, would you train with a rookie who doesn't know how to play tennis at all? Of course you won't. If you keep training with a rookie, it will significantly downgrade your performance. Les Brown said, if you want to fly with the eagles, don't swim with the ducks. If you run around with the losers, you will end up becoming a loser. It is said we are the average of 5 of our closest friends. Steve Jobs and Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle Corporation, are best friends. They went for vacation together, and when Steve was fired from Apple and wanted a comeback, Larry Ellison said that he wanted to buy Apple for Jobs. Henry Ford and Thomas Edison first met in 1896. They became good friends ever since. They exchanged gifts and birthday wishes, they traveled together, and even bought neighboring vacation homes together. So who are your best friends? And who do you mix around with most of the time? Always choose to mix with people who are successful or are doing something great or at least have a positive attitude towards life. Because you will learn their mindset, their beliefs and their attitudes irrespective of whether you want to learn or not. At last, a little request to you. If you find this video useful in finding any kind of solution for your life problems, then please share it with your loved ones, because by sharing, you can also help to change someone's life. And please let us know by commenting below on which topic you would like to watch the next video, because our main aim is to help you. More wisdom, more solution, better life.